I think we can safely say this is the other side of the spectrum. The same cannabis advocates that brought Amendment 64 to the ballot announced this week they hope to bring a new ballot measure that would allow private businesses like bars and restaurants to set aside special sections for recreational pot use. This may hit the November 15 ballot, Penn. A, do you think we'll see it? And B, what do you think? How do you think Coloradans are going to react to it?
I think we'll see it, but I think for most Coloradans, this will be a bridge too far. And it's precisely because of the prior case and even what the legislature will do. You know, we talk about with tobacco now the harm of secondhand smoke and the fact that some people who aren't smokers don't want to be someplace where they could be in contact with that and deal with the health effects of that. Well, imagine if you're a person who has a job or you don't drink or imbibe in marijuana and you're in a public venue having dinner and you're close to the allowable smoking section and you ingest this. I think there are a whole host of issues with this. We'll see it on the ballot, but I don't think voters will approve this. I think this will go a step too far for voters' tolerance here.
Natasha, what do you think? A step too far? Do you think people will embrace a scene that so far the experiment in Colorado seems to have worked relatively well?
I think the messaging on this ballot initiative would be the most important aspect of it. You know, in connection to our previous discussion of loopholes and laws that need to be tinkered with and sort of amended or changed, one of the things that we're dealing with in Colorado is this question of tourism and pot tourism and where it's safe and able to use that. So this question of tourists going out into parks and public spaces because they don't have a place, a bar that they can go to and consume marijuana for. So it'll be interesting to see how the advocates sort of take that messaging and find a way to maybe say to Coloradans, this is in your financial best interest. Let's just have this available in some limited spaces that would be 21 and over, it would be private, it would be out of sight, and it would, you know, respond to the Clean Air Act requirements that are in bars already.
Patty, do partakers need a safe haven?
Probably, because otherwise they're going to be out smoking in other places. And maybe they can use the tagline, treat marijuana like alcohol and like tobacco, because it would still be affected by, smoking would still be affected by the anti-smoking laws right now. So you're not going to be in a restaurant and have a smoking section right next to you. That's not going to happen. There might be a completely separate room, more likely a private club, so that you would be going in knowing full well that marijuana would be consumed there. But right now, all these people come in from out of town, and I don't know, I was talking to a friend who was on the golf course and someone said, okay, I want to go to one of those coffee houses now. I'm like, Starbucks? But, you know, they're wondering, you know, they come into town and they think, where can they go? And there's literally nowhere they can go unless they happen to have a smoking room in a hotel. And there are very, very few of those.
David, what do you think? Do you think Coloradans want to open this up for tourists or other folks that want to partake?
Well, I think Natasha's point is the only possibility that it could pass, which is you say this will help our tourism economy and will actually, as Coloradans, A, love tourist money, B, can't stand actual tourists around. It's like all these Texans on our ski slopes, get out of the way. You know, you and your fur coats and your on the bunny slope. So if you say this is to segregate tourists and put them away from the general population, so they're not going to be smoking in parks or on the sidewalks or things like that, that could be attractive. We also were seeing as the crackdown on tobacco users has gotten so excessive and then marijuana is going the other way. I predict that in 5 years, tobacco will be, possession of large quantities will be subject to the death penalty, but we will have marijuana smoking in the back of airplanes.
I absolutely adore the predictions you make on this program, David.